Warren Buffett did not become wealthy through get-rich-quick schemes. He built his wealth by accumulating thousands of small decisions over many decades. Redefine compound interest. Do not just think about bank interest rates. Think about the compound interest of behavior. If you make 100 financial decisions each year, and 90% of them are correct, the snowball effect after 20 years is unimaginable. Opportunity cost is crucial. Every pound you spend on worthless things like unnecessary bank fees or unused subscriptions is not just a loss of that money, but a loss of the potential return on that money over the next 30 years. The philosophy of Warren Buffett relies on the concept of marginal gains. Marginal gains are small, incremental improvements that, when aggregated, lead to significant outcomes. Many people view wealth building as an event. They think they need to find the perfect stock, the next cryptocurrency, or a massive business idea. This is the wrong mindset. Wealth building is a process. It is the result of thousands of small decisions that seem insignificant in isolation, but become powerful when viewed in aggregate. Consider the behavior of a professional investor. They do not watch the market every second. They do not trade based on emotion. They understand that their behavior is the greatest variable in their success. The market will always fluctuate. It will rise and fall due to interest rates, political instability, and global events. You cannot control the market. You can only control your behavior and your reaction to these market forces. In the United Kingdom, what do these small choices look like in reality? Make the most of individual savings accounts, or ISA. This is not a small choice, but executing it monthly is a disciplined decision. Optimizing the £2,000 ISA limit every year helps you avoid taxes on investment profits. That is a huge competitive advantage for people in the United Kingdom. If you fail to utilize this tax wrapper, you are essentially giving away a portion of your potential wealth to the tax authorities. Every decision to contribute to an ISA is a small choice that compounds into tax-free growth for decades. Fight lifestyle inflation. In the United Kingdom, the cost of living is very high. Energy bills, housing costs, and food prices consume a large portion of the average income. The difference between those who build wealth and those who work for a wage is the decision not to upgrade their lifestyle immediately when their income increases. When you get a pay raise, the temptation to move to a better apartment or buy a more expensive car is strong. This is the trap of lifestyle inflation. Warren Buffett has lived in the same house he bought in 1958. You do not need to live in poverty, but you must clearly distinguish between wants and needs in your monthly bills. Every time you say no to an unnecessary luxury, you are making a small choice that saves capital. Cut hidden fees. Check your investment fund management fees. In the United Kingdom, high fund management fees can erode 20 to 30% of your returns over the long term. Many people do not realize that they are paying a significant percentage of their portfolio value in fees every year to fund managers who often underperform the market index. Choosing low-cost index funds or exchange-traded funds is a small decision that helps you keep your own wealth. This is about taking control of your financial architecture. Do not wait for big opportunities. Build a system from small actions. First, automate. This is the only decision that helps you win the game. Set up automatic transfers into your investment account as soon as your salary arrives. This removes emotional factors like fear when the market drops or greed when it rises. When you automate, you remove the need for willpower. You no longer have to decide whether to save or spend. The system does it for you. This is the cornerstone of a sustainable wealth-building strategy. Second, invest in yourself. Warren Buffett says your greatest asset is yourself. In the United Kingdom, understanding how the London Stock Exchange operates or the tax rules of His Majesty Revenue and Customs is the best way to protect your money. Financial literacy is a skill that pays the highest dividends. Spend time every week reading about personal finance, understanding the nuances of pension contributions, and learning about asset allocation. Knowledge is the only asset that cannot be taxed or taken away by market crashes. The more you know, the better your decisions will be. This knowledge compounds just like capital. Third, maintain long-term thinking. When the United Kingdom market fluctuates due to economic policies or world events, the decision to do nothing is often the smartest decision. Stocks are tools for transferring money from the pockets of the impatient to the pockets of the patient. Market volatility is the price you pay for the privilege of investing. If you cannot stomach the volatility, you should not be in the market. But if you have a long time horizon, volatility is your friend. It allows you to buy assets at a discount. Consider the impact of tax efficiency in the United Kingdom. Many investors ignore the importance of pension wrappers. Contributing to a self-invested personal pension, or SIPP, allows you to receive tax relief at your marginal rate. This is an immediate return on your investment. If you are a higher rate taxpayer, the government effectively adds 40% to your contribution. Failing to utilize these tax-efficient structures is a massive loss of potential wealth. Making the choice to prioritize pension contributions is a small, routine act that changes the trajectory of your retirement. Let us discuss the psychology of consumption. We live in a society that promotes immediate gratification. Advertising campaigns are designed to make you feel like you are missing out if you do not buy the latest product. This is a direct attack on your wealth. Every time you consume, you lose the opportunity for that money to work for you. Warren Buffett famously said that do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving. This simple rule is the foundation of his wealth. It requires a shift in mindset. You must view money not as a medium for consumption, but as a tool for production. Think about your daily routine. Are you spending money on things that add value to your life, or are you spending money to impress others? The pursuit of status is the enemy of wealth. People who are truly wealthy do not feel the need to broadcast it. They understand that their time and their capital are the only things that matter. When you stop trying to keep up with the people around you, you gain the freedom to make choices that serve your long-term goals. The strategy of the consistent investor is boring. It does not involve high-frequency trading or speculating on individual stock movements based on rumors. It involves buying high-quality assets and holding them for the long term. This strategy requires patience and discipline. It is easy to be disciplined when the market is going up. It is incredibly difficult to remain disciplined when the market is crashing. Yet, this is exactly when the most important decisions are made. When everyone else is selling in a panic, the investor who understands the power of small choices remains calm. They know that this is the time to buy. Let us deep dive into the concept of diversification. In the United Kingdom, it is easy to become biased toward domestic stocks. This is known as home bias. Investors often feel more comfortable with companies they recognize, like those on the FTSE 100. However, a truly resilient portfolio requires global diversification. You should invest in markets across the world to mitigate the risk of a regional economic downturn. This is a small choice in terms of portfolio construction that has a massive impact on risk management. By spreading your assets globally, you ensure that your wealth is not tied to the fate of a single economy. Furthermore, Consider the role of debt. Debt is a tool that can be used for or against you. High-interest debt, such as credit card balances or personal loans, is the single greatest obstacle to building wealth. The interest rates charged on these debts are almost always higher than any return you could achieve in the stock market. Therefore, paying off high-interest debt is the most profitable investment you can make. It provides a guaranteed return equal to the interest rate you are no longer paying. This is the first step in the journey of wealth building. Do not attempt to invest while you are carrying high-interest debt. Clear the path first. Building wealth is not about being lucky. It is about being prepared. The opportunity to build wealth exists for everyone who is willing to learn, be disciplined, and stay the course. The United Kingdom offers many tools and structures, such as ISAs, SIPPs, and tax-efficient investment accounts that make the process of wealth building accessible to everyone. The barrier is not a lack of opportunity. The barrier is a lack of discipline and the inability to delay gratification. Every morning, you have a choice. You can choose to be productive, or you can choose to be distracted. You can choose to save, or you can choose to spend. You can choose to learn, or you can choose to remain ignorant. These choices seem small in the moment. They do not feel like life-changing decisions, but they are. They are the building blocks of your financial future. If you make the right choices consistently, you will eventually reach a point where your wealth provides you with the freedom to do what you want, when you want, with whom you want. Consider the role of environment. You are the average of the people you spend the most time with. If your social circle is obsessed with status, spending, and keeping up appearances, you will find it difficult to be disciplined. You need to surround yourself with people who value financial responsibility, long-term thinking, and personal growth. Your environment shapes your behavior. If you want to change your financial life, you might need to change your social environment. Let us return to the main point. Sustainable wealth is not an event. It is a process built from boring daily decisions. It is not about the home run. It is about the base hit. It is about showing up every day and making the right decision, even when it is difficult, even when it is boring, and even when no one is watching. This is the path of the wealth builder. It is a path that is open to anyone who has the courage to follow it. It requires nothing more than a commitment to the truth, a dedication to learning, and the discipline to execute the plan. You do not need a massive income to start. You need a massive commitment to the process. You start with what you have. You optimize your taxes. You cut your fees. You automate your savings. You invest in yourself. And most importantly, you do it over and over again for as long as it takes. The time to start is now. The markets are always open. The opportunities are always there for those who know how to look for them. You have the power to change your financial future. You have the tools. You have the knowledge. The only missing piece is your commitment. Do not look for big wins. Look for right small decisions and repeat them long enough. This is the Warren Buffett way. It is simple, it is effective, and it is available to you. The economy of the United Kingdom will continue to evolve. New laws will be passed, new tax rules will be introduced, and new market trends will emerge. But the principles of wealth building remain the same. The principles of compounding, of risk management, of tax efficiency, and of long-term thinking are timeless. They do not change with the news cycle. They remain the bedrock of financial success. Focus on the fundamentals. Control what you can control: your savings rate, your asset allocation, your tax planning, and your behavior are all within your control. Everything else is noise. Ignore the noise. Focus on the signal. The signal is the path to wealth that you build through your daily choices. Make the choice today to stop chasing the shortcut. Make the choice to embrace the long path. The long path is the only path that leads to true, sustainable wealth. It is the path that Warren Buffett took. It is the path that many successful people take. It is the path that is available to you. Start today. Start with the small decisions. They will lead you to the big result. The compounding of wealth is a miracle of the modern world. It allows even modest savings to turn into significant fortunes over time. But this miracle only works if you give it time. You must be patient. You must be consistent. You must be resilient. There will be times when you want to quit. There will be times when you doubt the process. That is when you must remind yourself of why you started. You started because you wanted freedom. You started because you wanted to secure your future. You started because you wanted to take control of your life. Do not lose sight of that goal. Every pound you save, every pound you invest, every hour you spend learning is a step toward that goal. It is a step toward freedom. It is a step toward the life you want to live. This is the essence of the strategy. It is not about money for the sake of money. It is about money as a vehicle for the life you want to live. It is about having the resources to take care of yourself, your family, and the causes you care about. It is about having the security to sleep well at night. It is about having the peace of mind that comes with knowing you have done the work and made the right choices. The journey is long, but it is worth it. It is a journey of self-discovery and personal growth. You will learn more about yourself through this process than you ever could by simply chasing the next quick win. You will learn the value of discipline. You will learn the power of patience. You will learn the importance of integrity. You will learn that the true measure of wealth is not what you have in the bank, but who you become in the process of building it. So, make the commitment. Decide today that you will be a wealth builder. Decide today that you will take control of your financial destiny. Decide today that you will make the small choices that lead to big results. The future is yours to create. The choices you make today will define your tomorrow. Make them count. To summarize the system for your financial success in the United Kingdom. First, prioritize tax efficiency by maximizing your ISA and SIPP allowances. This is the low-hanging fruit of financial planning. Second, keep costs low by avoiding expensive investment products and focusing on passive index funds. Third, automate your investments so that emotion does not interfere with your consistency. Fourth, live below your means to create the surplus capital needed for investment. Fifth, keep your focus on the long term. Do not let market fluctuations dictate your behavior. And finally, continue to educate yourself. The more you know, the more effectively you can manage your wealth. This is a complete, actionable, and sustainable system. It does not rely on luck. It does not rely on inside information. It does not rely on genius. It relies on the simple, powerful, and effective application of basic financial principles. These principles have worked for decades, and they will continue to work for decades to come. Apply them. Be disciplined. Be consistent, and you will build the wealth you desire. The process of compounding does not just apply to money. It applies to your habits, your skills, and your character. The more you practice these good financial habits, the easier they become. The more you learn, the faster you learn. The more disciplined you are, the more natural discipline becomes. You are building a system that will support you for the rest of your life. This is the ultimate goal. Not just to accumulate wealth, but to build a lifestyle and a mindset that supports your goals and values. The money is just the fuel. Your choices are the engine. Keep the engine running. Keep it maintained, and it will take you wherever you want to go. The path is clear. The tools are available. The responsibility is yours. The choice is yours. Make the right one. Do not look for the easy way out. Look for the consistent way forward. That is the way of the wealth builder. That is the way of Warren Buffett. And that is the way to your freedom. Ensure you review your financial plan regularly. Your goals, your risk tolerance, and your financial situation will change over time. Your plan should be flexible enough to adapt to these changes, but rigid enough to maintain your discipline. Set aside time every year to audit your finances, check your progress, and adjust your strategy if necessary. This annual review is another one of those small, boring decisions that lead to massive results. It keeps you on track. It keeps you focused. And it keeps you in control. In the final analysis, wealth is about options. It is about having the power to choose how you spend your time, where you live, and what you do. It is about independence, and that independence is built through the small, consistent, and disciplined choices you make every single day. Do not underestimate the power of these choices. They are the foundation upon which your future is built. Make them count. Make them matter. And start today. The United Kingdom is a great place to build wealth. The legal system is strong, the financial markets are sophisticated, and the tools for building wealth are readily available. You have everything you need. The only thing missing is your action. Take that action. Start your journey. Build your wealth. And enjoy the freedom that it brings. This is the legacy you build for yourself and for those you care about. It is a legacy of responsibility, of foresight, and of success. Be proud of the path you have chosen, and keep moving forward, one step at a time, one day at a time, one decision at a time. That is how you build a legacy. That is how you change your life, and that is how you become the architect of your own financial future. This is the ultimate, the most important, and the most rewarding project of your life. Good luck.